Hi and welcome to my playhouse. And today I thought that we should just do a little bit of some random stuff that I had to do anyway. Some of the things are server related, some of them not so much. But well, Christmas is coming, it's bloody cold outside, so I have the wood burner on high. Well, there's not actually a high and a low, but well, it's sucking in air down there. But let's go see what I had planned. In here we have a server on my table. I really shouldn't have servers in here on my table, but yeah, it's rather cold in the data center, so I moved it in here. It's also cold in here. I usually close these two doors so that I don't have to heat this up, but well, today we're gonna be biting in the cold. So yeah, let's start by turning on the camera lights, which goes the other way. There we are, so we can see what we're doing. I have some DDR2 RAM here, 2 GB RAM blocks that we're going to be using for some very special project. You're going to love that. Then I have another 10 TB hard drive here, which is dodgy and does not have to be sent back to Hewlett Packard. So there's that. Then over here I have some boxes of some fillers that I have, well, I'll put some drives in some servers and I save all of these. So if you want to support what I do and need some of these, or even if you don't need them, well, they're available on my shop and they are more or less the cheapest thing that you can get there. Might not be true, but yeah, if you're in need of some fillers for Hewlett Packard Enterprise servers, generation 8, 9, 10 plus, I have them in my shop. This 10 TB hard drive has been replaced because it was dodgy. I would like to test how dodgy it is, which I have done multiple times on my channel already. So we're gonna take it out of the tray, which yeah, and these trays are also available on my shop, and yeah, I recently sold some. Thank you very much. You know who you are. So these trays are of course for 3.5-inch hard drives, where these fillers are ever so slightly smaller, so they're from 2.5-inch drives. So if you have a server that is missing those, I am taking the screws out to get the tray out, because I'm gonna test them in this IBM server to see if what that thinks. Usually it's pretty good at determining if it's a good or a bad drive without me using too much time. Okay, right here. So there is the disc out of the tray, and I found something magic. If you open this up and take the 4 screws and put them in here and close this again, they don't come out. Awesome! And it's about time to turn on the server. And listen to the Christmas carols of hardware. Doing that, we're gonna be doing something completely different. So yeah, I have some, this is from Lidl. They sell this every year. It's for wrapping your presents, but it's fairly cheap and it looks kind of good. So we should just take this one. It's some wonderful Lenovo colors right there. So that is ready to go. I have a piece of copper wire here. It's a very special thickness. So we're gonna cut off about that much. I don't know if that's too much or too little. We're gonna bend it a little bit. There. And then we needed to go, we'll take one of these beautiful orange ones, and they have a little hole down here, so we're gonna put that through there, thing there, and then we're gonna bend this This is just like jewelry making, I expect. There, so we have a little thing here. And then we have our, okay, let's say 20 centimeter plus scissors. Who forgot the scissors? The scissors now in hand. We can cut a, okay, it's gonna be a little 30 centimeters, something like that. And we're gonna put this through here. Can I make a bow on this? I might be able to. Okay, it got ever so slightly too small. But I think you get the idea. Christmas decorations for the Christmas tree. And I have cheated and I made one before here, ready to go on the Christmas tree. Don't come and say that the IT department does not celebrate Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. In the meantime, the server has booted here and tells me that there is updates available. Also, I see that my trial of Windows Server down here in the corner, can we see that? It's just outside of view. Has expired, so I am on 0 days. So I should rearm this. I have done that in multiple videos, but yeah, if the server suddenly boots with no reason whatsoever, it's because yeah, Microsoft asked it to. That will happen when your evaluation runs out. The server will just shut down randomly, and you don't know what is going on, and until you check this down here and there is no more days left in your evaluation. So now that the server is up and running, I'm gonna put the drive in. There. Oh, we gotta check disk manager if it pops up. Should be down there in a little bit. There it is. So it's not all bad. So let's make it online. Let's initialize the drive. GPT is fine. There. Let's make a new volume on it. Let's call it, I don't know how far I am, test 12. Sure, I've used that before, but let's see, that's good. And then I have this HD tune program here, which it's my very quick and dirty test. If the disk is totally crap, it's gonna be visible. So, there's the boot drive in here. There's actually one of these very nice solid state drives in there that we are booting on. But the 10 terabytes is this one. There is nothing else in there, so I know it's that one. So let's start that and see how terrible this is. If it keeps up here and just slides off ever so slightly out over here, the drive is not that bad. If it starts doing spikes going up and down, it's usually a very bad sign. And yeah, at that point the drive is dodgy. So far it's a good start, I must admit. That is a pretty awesome result. It's doing great. Look at those transfer rates. Oh, and I have a studio light that is messing with me. That's irritating. So that's an awesome Christmas gift. Thank you very much. The not so bad drive. Of course, when the drive has told the system that it's not doing too great, it's not great for production anymore. You have to be very careful with that because, yeah, might actually be something wrong with it. So I ran this test as well, R2, and it also says that the drive is perfectly fine. There's nothing weird going on anywhere, and we get really good numbers, 243 megabytes per second. It's pretty good. That is fantastic. I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna write OK on it. There. Oh, that Christmas spirit. I think I'll take this new 10 terabyte and we'll put it in this dash down here. We haven't been playing with that for ages, but we could get around to that again. I found some new trays for this. A dash box that has been sold to many companies. I had some trays for it to start with, but then I got these IBM drives and I thought the tray was a lot cooler for the IBM, so I put IBM drives in there instead. Sorry, I put IBM trays on there, so I thought that was really cool. But now I found that also Hewlett-Packard trays are available, and they look like the IBM drives pretty much. And this one has 10 terabytes sitting on the front of it, so I thought, well, we'll put some 10 terabytes in here. And I have a couple of them. I actually have one more 10 terabyte hard drive that we messed around with some videos ago, so I'm gonna be putting 2 in here. So oops, gonna put the drive in like that, and try and line it up with the holes here, and also here the screws can go inside, and makes it very simple to transport them. And these are Torx, so I'll put those in. So here we have those 2 drives, actually very fitting as they are Hewlett-Packard drives, so now they have a Hewlett-Packard tray. Traders! Oh, okay, not funny. Yeah, I took some drives out of this dash to put in the 1U 12 drive server, so that's why something is missing here. I am planning on doing I think it would be very interesting to do a 1 petabyte storage solution at some point. I have 720 over here, so I just need to have 280 terabytes in these 2. That should be doable. Well, 2 10 terabytes. Now I only need 260. Oh dear, there's a whole shit ton of these. I can see in my shop that I already have 203 of these, so, well, there's additionals here. Okay, someone asked if I could teach them some Danish, so I think we can teach you to count to 10. So this is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. If you didn't catch that, here it is again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that probably isn't funny anymore. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 30 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 3. And that blotchy light is not helping. Okay, so 43 extra ones. I already have a box. Well, I've started, so I have boxes of these. So yeah, if you need some of these, they're like €2 a piece, and I even believe there's a good discount if you purchase some amount. I do actually enjoy playing web shop, so yeah, all of these has to go nicely into the box, sitting here at the fireplace, and well, it's warmer in here. There we are, nicely stacked and doesn't take up much room. Okay, there's something else in this box, but you can take a wild guess what's in the 3 bottom boxes. So yeah, stay. Okay, I'm stupid. I should probably not advertise my shop too much because I'm actually going to Portugal Saturday. So yeah, if you order something after Saturday or on Saturday, sorry, it's gonna take a while. After Christmas. Okay, so I've been cleaning up this box. I have a tendency to leave a lot of stuff in my car. So I found this thing in the box, which shouldn't have been in the bottom of that box. It's actually one of these Hewlett-Packard batteries for RIG controller. So that needs to go back into the car because I can still use that at work. This one is a disk that has failed at work. So I thought we should have a look at that. It's nothing special. It's a Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, but it's an SSD. But it came up and said that it was no good anymore. So interesting. I've never had I have actually had 2 bad SSDs before. Those were like 50 gigabyte SSDs. This one is a 240 gigabyte SSD. And I actually like this brand. It's a Micron, I think. Do they brag about that anywhere? Oh, I think it's their logo right there, so Micron. So yeah, I thought we should have a look, see if it pops up. So rescuing it from its Hewlett-Packard Enterprise captivity. I don't know, the screws are really tiny. I think they can fit in here, but they'll probably still fall out. Let's check that. Okay. I think we're good. Cool. In the meanwhile, the server has randomly turned itself off, and if we didn't have had a look at that license that had run out, I would have been wondering what happened. So now I can just turn it on again. We should do something about that. Okay, so the server is back up and running. It can turn off at any point. It doesn't matter for what we're doing here, I don't think, but if we were doing something important, yeah, we would do something about that. I might just do something about it when I have to shut it off anyway, because it has to reboot to be rearmed. So I'm gonna stick this in. Gonna see if I can manage to hit that connector in there. I think we can do that. And the disk does pop up in Disk Manager here. So let's clean this. It has a lot of weird partitions. So I'm gonna go down here. We're gonna go for a command prompt. And then we're gonna go disk part, list disk, list disk, and we have 2. The one online is we don't need. Oh, I think we need to online this before we can mess with it. So let's do that again. So now both of them are online. This one was offline. So let's select disk 2. You have specified it's not valid. I did something wrong. Oh, it's not disk 2, it's disk 1. It's starting at 0. Okay, my mistake. 1. Well, better to be safe. So now the disk 1 is selected. I forget, can we do this? Can we make this bigger? Properties. Fund 36. Go. Yeah, that's a lot bigger. Yeah, easier to see. So we now have selected that disk down here. So I'm gonna clean that disk. There. It's gonna say that disk was successfully cleaned. Awesome. And if we see over here, there's absolutely nothing on it. So that is marvelous. So let's initialize the disk. GPT for Windows is good. Let's make a symbol volume on that. Call it, I think we reached test 14. Haven't we? There. Good. If that disk is any good, start that. So this test ended out perfectly well. I wasn't expecting it not to, but you never know. SSDs, they usually do the same speed all the way. So it's just, it's not a straight line, but it's very straight-ish up here. Let's see if there's any more information to be gathered from this drive. Smart data doesn't actually say anything useful. Health, there's so yeah, okay, so we don't get any smarter with this program. So I also have crystal disk info on this machine, and it's well, it's not saying that the drive isn't, it says that the drive is good, health status good, and there is nothing weird going on. So so far so good. It could be very worn out, but I'm not entirely sure where I should find that data. Let's try this auto reporting stuff also. It's just completed. It's not the fastest SSD we've ever checked, but well, the read speed is 517.65. It's the maximum one there, so that's pretty decent up there, near the limit. The write speed is ever so slightly slower, 324 megabytes per second. Let's check this I/O thing. So we get a whole lot of I/Os in the smaller ones and then less down here. So maximum amount of I/Os is 51,000, and that is write I/Os, and then we have 46,000 read I/Os. So cool. Doesn't say that there's anything wrong with the drive, so I guess it's good enough for my playing around with. So this is where we're gonna end the video this time. The studio lights is also starting to blink again, so it's I might have been neglecting those batteries for some time. Maybe I should go and update my wish list with some batteries for my studio lights. This is irritating. So yeah, check out my little shop. Don't order anything after Saturday. But other than that, thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.